Okay, so as we mentioned in our introduction, there are three key players in our supply chain: the producer, distributor, and consumer. And for right now, we're going to focus on the next several videos on this link between producer and consumer. There are a lot of steps in that link. The first one that we're going to explore today is something called a trade discount. Now, before we talk about trade discount, let's talk about discounts in general. Let's say that we have items that have a list price. Now, the list price is just the price that's posted out there for everybody. It's the full price, basically, of the merchandise. So we have a list price of $1,200. And it goes on sale, so it has a discount of, let's do 15%. So now from that, there are two things we can calculate. We can calculate the dollar amount of that discount, or we can find the net price. The net price is the price that will be paid after the discount. So if you recall from percents, if we have a whole amount, we can multiply that whole amount by a rate. A rate, remember, is just a decimal form of a percent. So for this problem, 15% has a rate of 0.15. So to find the dollar amount of the discount, we take the whole amount, which is the list price, $1,200, we multiply by the rate of the discount of 15%, which is 0.15, and that gives us $180 is the amount of our discount. Now to find the net price, we could just go ahead and take the list price, $1,200, and subtract that discount of $180, which would give us $1,020, and that would be the correct net price. But another way we could look at it is to use complements. What complements are is when we're dealing with percents, we have that net price up here, the full amount, that's 100%. So in this case, that's the list price, the full amount. And we've taken from that a 15%, which is our discount. The complement is what's left over. So the complement of that 15% discount is how much is left over. Well, the full thing is 100%, so what's left over would be 100% minus 15%. That's going to be 85%. That is the complement, and that's going to describe the net price. So I could come up here, and rather than doing just taking the 1,200 minus 180, I could do 1,200. I could multiply by 0.85. That's the complement of my 15% discount. And that will multiply out to be $1,020. Now I should note, when you get to this point, that discount and the net price should always add back up to that original list price, and here it does. So let's bring in the trade discount. So the trade discount is a discount given by the consumer to a distributor. And there are a lot of reasons that it could give it. Maybe it's a volume incentive. Maybe it's an enticement to get them to carry new products. Whatever. I'm not going to get deep into those reasons as to why they give the discount, just the math behind what they do. So let's take a look at an example. Let's say that PMF Corporation receives a 9% trade discount. So for items with list price of $520, find the trade discount and net price. So we're finding two things here, the trade discount and the net price. To find the trade discount, we're just going to take that list price, $520. We're going to multiply it by the rate of the discount, 9%. Comes 0.09. 520 times 0.09 gives us $46.80. That's the amount of the trade discount. To find the net price, we could just subtract the $46.80, but let's do this. We're going to take that list price of $520 times the complement of the discount. So if the discount was 9%, 100% minus 9% is 91%. So that complement is 0.91. Now you'll notice we didn't have to convert it to percents. We could have just done 1 minus the 0.09 would have given us the 0.91. And from now on, that's what we'll do, is we'll skip that step of working with the percents. So $520 times 0.91 gives us a net price, $473.20. That is our net price. Now again, note that if we add those two amounts together, we will get $520. Oops. So that at least adds up always to that list price. Now there are cases where a producer might give multiple trade discounts. Again, I'm not going to get into the reasons. There's incentives and other things. These are called chain trade discounts. So for example, let's say you're given a 9% discount and a 4% discount. Now when you have multiple discounts, there are two ways to calculate it. The first way to calculate it would be something called concurrent. Concurrent means they happen at the same time. So for a 9% and a 4%, you'd simply be saying 9% plus 4% gives you a total of 13% discount. Trade discounts, chain trade discounts, are not concurrent. Chain trade discounts are what we refer to as consecutive. Consecutive means one after the other. So let's take a look at how that works. We use our complements again, and if we have a 9% followed by a 4% chain trade discount, the notation would look like this, 9/4. We're going to actually work on the net price first. Now we're going to use the complements. The complement of 9%, remember 100% minus 9% is 91%. So that's going to be 0.91. Do the same with the 4%. Now I could just do 1 minus 0.04 is 0.96. That's what we will do as we move forward. But 100 minus 4 is 96%, which is 0.96. After this, I won't be writing all that out. So we multiply those together. 0.91 times 0.96. And we get 0.8736. This amount that I just found here is something called the net decimal equivalent. Some textbooks refer to it as the net price equivalency rate. Notice both of them include net, standing for net price, and equivalent, meaning the equivalent rate, they're the equivalent percent for the net price. What it's really saying is the net price is 87.36%, turning that decimal back into a percent. It's 87.36% of the original list price. So the way this works is to find the net price. You would take the list price times, I'm just going to use NDE for net decimal equivalent, that net decimal equivalent. There's also an equivalent term for the discount. That equivalent term is referred to as the single discount equivalent. Or sometimes called the single equivalent discount rate. Again, notice some consistencies. Equivalent and single are in there, but the big thing is discount. It's saying this is representing what the percentage of the actual discount is. And it is found by taking 1 minus that net decimal equivalent. So for this example, it would be 1 minus 0.8736, which is 0.1264. That is the single equivalent discount rate. So what that is saying is the percent of the discount, if I move that decimal point 2 spots to make that a percent again, is 12.64%. Up above, remember we said 9% and 4%, we're going to end up with something less than the 13% we would get from the concurrent discount, and that what we're getting here is at 12.64%, slightly less than 13. So let's put this all together in an example and see how it all works. So let's say that PMD Corporation receives a 7-11-3 chain trade discount. Typically, they will just either refer to it as a trade discount or a chain discount. They won't use both words in there. For items listed, in other words, with list price, at $840, find the trade discount and net price. So again, we're asked to find that trade discount and net price. The difference is here, we pretty much have to do the net price first, or at least find that net decimal equivalent first. So we take that 7-11-3. The complement of 7, 100 minus 7 is 93, so that is 0.93. Complement of 11, 100 minus 11 is 89%, so that's 0.89. complement of 3. 100 minus 3 is 97%, so 0.97. And we're going to multiply those all together. 0.93 times 0.89 times 0.97 gives us 0.802869. That is that net decimal equivalent. So our net price we're going to take the list price of $840 and we're going to multiply by that net decimal equivalent, 0.802869. So let's take that net decimal equivalent times 840. We're at $674.41. To find the trade discount then, we're going to take 1 minus that net decimal equivalent. That's going to give us 0.197131. That is that single discount equivalent. So we'll find our trade discount by taking our list price of $840 and multiplying by that single discount equivalent rate. So 840 times 0.197131 gives us 165.59. Note, if we add those two together, 674.41 plus 165.59, we do get $840. That was our list price. So that is telling us this is our net price, $874.41, and our trade discount of $165.59. So that is how trade discounts work. Our next little video will be on invoicing and terms of sale.